we go. What's up, early birds? Hello, hello. Hey, Lynn, Cheryl.
Hi, time to get that worm.
Yeah, early birds. You guys are the early birds. Mr. Jaime Morales is in the house. Miss Tori Hill.
Hey, Brandon.
Hey. Let me make you
Hey.
host. Let's see here. Come on. I am on my iPad, as you guys can see. I am not in my office.
How are things going with core Java?
Go. What's that?
How are things going with core Java?
What is core Java?
Java. I'm sorry, my mistake. Never mind.
Different Zoom.
Yeah.
How's Utah?
Actually, I'm in North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I'm in North Carolina. But I'm seeing a bunch of pictures and getting text messages from my buddies over there, so things are going well.
Good.
North Carolina. I'm in a beautiful spot, though. I'll show you guys some pictures.
Okay.
Hey, Sandy. Hello.
Hey.
Miss Angel Fletcher's in the house. Hey, Lori, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Nice to have you with us. We are super early. Well, what time is it now? A couple more minutes out. We're still early. I wanted to get on because I'm not on my normal Wi-Fi. I'm not on my laptop, so I was a little skittish if this was actually going to work the way it was supposed to work. So I'm actually on my knees right now. This place is insane where I'm at. You guys, I'm at like 6,000 feet elevation in North Carolina, and it is gorgeous. The sun's gone down, I think. Let me check real quick. Yeah. You wouldn't be able to see now, but I'll show you guys some pictures later. It's gorgeous here.
Are you up in the Blue Ridge Mountains, like area? Blue area?
Yeah.
Nice. I love that.
So are you familiar with Beach Mountain? There's actually a ski resort up here. But yeah.
I've skied it a couple
You've
times.
skied it?
Yeah, twice.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm not skiing. I'm with some friends. Not skiing, but we had an absolutely gorgeous day. Did a little hiking today, and it was incredible. So welcome, everyone. Hello, welcome to our weekly huddle. You guys are early birds. Let's see, what time is it now? Okay, 8:29. Okay, all right, we're doing good. Nice to have you guys here. Brittany, Bambi, Cheryl. We got a couple Cheryls. Cheryl Bryant, Cheryl Cook, Chris DeRuin. What's up, Mr. Chris? Galaxy Z Fold 3 5G. I don't know who you are, but I'm glad you're here with us. Mr. Jaime Morales is in the house. Karen, Kim, hello. Lori Jane, what's up? LJ, you must go by LJ. Can we call you LJ? Are we all friends?
That's when you're my friend, it's LJ's fine. So yes, we're family. It's even
All
more so.
right, I qualified. I'm in. What's up, Miss LJ? I am so proud of Kim Lawrence. I know we got another minute or so to go here. She might share tonight, but we did a Zoom together the end of last week. Was that Thursday or Friday, Kim?
To be honest, I don't remember the date, but it was great. Yes.
Yeah. Great guy. Let's see, what time is it? Let's check the time again. We gotta be getting close. I'm checking all the participants here. What time is it? Oh, yeah, 8:31. It is time to begin, guys. It is time to go. All right, so let me take a look at a couple things here. For those of you that are just joining in, just a heads up, I am not in my normal spot. As some of you can tell, I am in North Carolina for a little bit. So I just, when you're not in your normal environment, not your normal Wi-Fi, just want to get in a little early. But welcome, guys, to our weekly huddle. If you're new to this Zoom, welcome. We're really excited to have you here. We're really excited to have new guests in because what we share every week we think is very, very valuable, special, and we have impacted many, many lives. And our mission is to move families forward. It is a very, very clear message. I don't want to say simple. It's not simple. There's nothing simple about moving families forward because would you guys agree? It's harder right now than it's ever been for people. Like, would you guys agree? Like right now, that there's a lot of pressure on people, and to move families forward is no easy task. But yet we do it every week. I see it day in and day out, and we know if you join this community and you make just the simple steps each week, we know we can't say guarantee, right? Because there's no promises in life, but we have had a tremendous amount of success with people from all walks of life that are improving their health, improving their quality of life, and improving their financial situation. And so if that sounds interesting to you, you are in the right spot. And tonight, guys, I'm going to be just kind of in listen mode a little bit. We've got some incredible, talented entrepreneurs here with us tonight that are going to be sharing. And we're really excited to have all of you guys here. So thank you guys for joining. And I know Miss Tori Hill's here. There she is. So I'm going to turn this call over to Miss Tori Hill. You guys, Tori, just for those that don't know, and even if you don't, you do know the name. I have been fortunate enough to be friends with Tori now for, it's got to be 15, maybe going on 16 years. And I've not met a person in 16 years that doesn't like Tori. I'm serious, guys. And listen, I know some of you on this Zoom probably don't like me. I got it. I get it. But everybody I know likes Tori Hill. She's amazing. And it's a pleasure to get to work with her. I've watched her become the incredible leader that she is. She's become a rock for her organization. And I get to work with her every week in leadership. And you guys get the pleasure of having her with you here tonight running this Zoom. So, Miss Tori Hill, I'm going to turn this over to you.
Thank you, Brandon. You made me blush. You really did. I felt my cheeks. And I love you guys too. I see your messages. But Brandon, thank you for letting me host tonight. We've got some really good stuff for you tonight. But we're going to start this off just like we do every single Monday for our huddle. First, I want to welcome the guests that are here or watching the recording another day. But we're going to start with some wins. I want to hear your wins, whether it's business, whether it's personal, whatever that win is. If you are ready, just raise your hand and I will call on you. Let's start with Miss Sandy Tuggle first.
Thank you, Tori. So she's not on tonight because she's out in Utah meeting her CEO. She qualified for that trip, but I have to give a huge shout out to Lisa Baumers because she was actually invited by corporate to speak on stage on a panel at Global. So I'm so excited about that. She just made my day when she told me that. So I just have to shout her out for that.
Oh, that is so exciting. I didn't know that information. So thank you. Love her and congratulations to you. It's so exciting. J-Lo, Jessica Perez, what you got?
Well, listen, I think it was last huddle, we were talking about that I need everybody to get good vibes because I was going to have a lunch and learn. Guess what? The dentist is now a part of our organization. How cool is that? So listen, and it's not the win. It's not necessarily a win about becoming a consultant. It's a win about feeling really confident and good about the sharing of the process and allowing her to kind of just come in where she feels she sees fit, right? So I think for me, that was the win in itself is just feeling really good about putting together what it looked like, doing the lunch and learn, coming away from it going, who knows, at the end going, hey, can you come back at 3:30 so I can go ahead and sign up? I said, oh, okay, sure. So I went home for like 2 hours and then came back. So how cool is that, right? So she fit me in twice that day. And I didn't have to get my teeth cleaned or anything. It was kind of cool.
JLo, that's so exciting. Congratulations. If y'all
Yeah.
don't know this, JLo and I are accountability partners. So we talk just about every single day. And when I tell you, I couldn't wait to hear the story. And I applaud you because your approach was so amazing. One day we'll do that again where we have a little training on that. But congratulations for you with a new consultant. And I know she ordered a lot of products, and I can't wait to see where this goes. So huge shout out to you. Cheryl Cook, what you got?
Last week, I attended a network visit. All tongue tied. Sorry, y'all, because I was so nervous. Networking business meeting in Covington, Tory. It went
Nice.
really well. I'm really excited about that. And I joined a local longevity wellness group. We had a good meeting yesterday. So I got a couple of things in the works. I'm excited. So,
I'm so excited for you. I can't wait
yeah,
to hear about this networking event. I have one
yeah,
coming up in November that I signed up for.
yeah.
So that
I
is
think,
great. Step
yeah.
out of the box. I love it, Cheryl. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, Kim, I'm going to let you tell us about your win.
All right. So, you guys heard about the person last week that I had. And so, anyways, Brandon said, well, the next step is getting him on a call with me. And I thought, with Brandon? Yeah. And so, I was tickled pink when Brandon said that, and definitely got him on the call on Wednesday. And I actually learned quite a few things being on that call. So I'm really, really glad. I did send him some samples of Axio, and this is what he wrote. I say that it's too sweet for me. So I kind of tell people, start with a little bit. You can always add more. And he says, I took a quarter of a pack this morning before exercise, and I can definitely tell a difference. This is a must-have product. I will sip the remainder of the pack throughout the day. So definitely loves our products, and I can't wait to get him signed up as a consultant. So thank you very
Oh,
much,
Kim.
Brandon. Yeah,
Huge shout out for you because you know what you did? You followed the system.
I know.
ITT. Yeah. So you
Yeah,
invited him, used a tool, and used the team, used Brandon. That
yeah,
is amazing. Congratulations, Kim. And Axio, I can't go a day without Axio.
I know. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Huge
yeah.
shout out to you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, thank y'all for sharing your wins. And speaking of the system and using that system, I have a great video to share with you. Our amazing Liz Goring, who is here with us, she interviewed someone and I listened to it. It's about 10 minutes long, but it is a great interview. So let's see, let's keep our fingers crossed that it pulls up. There it is. And let's pray that you could hear it. So, what I want to do, as soon as I press play, I want you to give me some thumbs up that you can hear it and everything is a go. All right. So, listen to this. This is a great interview with her friend, a consultant, Laura.
Hey TBC, Liz Goring coming in from Grand Rapids, Michigan. I am super excited to have my friend and guest on today, Laura Kitts, who also is from Grand Rapids, and she is on a roll. Laura is a wife, a mom. She's a mom of three. She's a small business owner, massage therapist of 23 years. She has a huge heart for helping people feel like their best self. And really, it's her own family's journey that has really deepened that passion. So, Laura's actually been a long time LifeVantage customer and recently made the decision to upgrade to become a consultant. And she already has 4 enrollments into the month, which is super exciting. So, we thought it would be fun to unpack what she's doing, and especially for anyone who's newer or wondering what simply plugging into our system and duplicating what works can really look like. So, Laura, welcome. Thank you for taking the time out of your day today. And we'll kind of jump in here.
All
so,
right.
I mentioned you were a customer for several years. What really shifted for you and made you decide, okay, I'm ready to really actually share this with other people?
Yeah. I mean, being a massage therapist, I've always wanted to help people. That's kind of been my biggest goal. Is just being able to help people live a better quality life. And when I started using the products, and then I started introducing the products to some of my family members. The more products we use, the more I started seeing results with different things. There was a season in my life where I just felt like I was kind of in survival mode when we were going through some of the more of the medical problems that we were having with a couple of my kids. And so I was just in survival mode and didn't feel like I could do more at that time. And that was fine. And I had to be okay with that. But lately, I've been just diving in a little bit more to getting connected and learning more and hopping on podcasts and things like that. And I've just found myself sharing more. And so the more I started sharing, I just had people asking me more questions. And I was like, and I had one person that was like, oh, well, I want to order. And I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, let's do this. So that's when I was like, okay, if I have people actually wanting now to order product, then it's a perfect time for me to jump into the business.
Yeah, I'm so glad you did. I know we'll have to have you on another time for you to share just your family's health journey. I know Laura and I were connected through the Lyme world. I know a lot of you know that I had a big story from chronic Lyme disease. So we'll definitely have to invite you back, Laura, to share just a little bit more regarding that and how activation has really benefited your family in that regards. But today we're going to talk all about business here. So, I am so excited, and I know your heart, and I know that you will authentically and organically share it, because that's who we are. If we know we have our hands on something that can help, we're going to definitely spread the word. And you already have 4 enrollments this month, which is really, really big deal. So where really have those conversations come from? And what have you been doing to open the door naturally?
Yeah, I guess first would be like building a relationship with somebody is probably the first thing I would say, because without the relationship and without the trust factor, they're not going to listen as easily to you as when they come in the door, they know you personally and know your story. So building that relationship is really important. And then once you do that and you're listening to what their needs are, because everybody has something different going on. So a lot of it, especially in my massage business, is listening. So listening to what their needs are, what they might be struggling with, and then sharing the products that I think might be beneficial to them. So, sharing and then asking them questions. And then also, I've learned this through you, Liz, is following up. So the follow up is important as well. Like after you share, make sure you're following up with them. And I've just been doing that, and that's been really beneficial.
Oh my goodness. You said so many things that I wish I could had a lot more time to unpack, but this is a business of relationships. It's a business of truly listening and caring and following up. So I love that you just naturally do that. I think that's what's really definitely catapulted you to have so much success really early on here. And I know that you, when you're talking to these people, what are you finding that works best? Are you finding that sharing stories? I know you mentioned asking questions, which is obviously really important. Using some of the tools, inviting them to learn more. What are you finding yourself going towards?
All of the above, I think. I think that the more that I myself have listened to podcasts and stories and hopped on these Zoom calls and hearing other people's stories and then sharing their stories and their success stories with people, is impactful for other people hearing that. And they're like, oh, well, I want that, or that helped him with that, so maybe it could help me too. So sharing those stories, and then also stories of my own too, and my own family's journey has been really helpful. And then I do share studies, and I do share the podcast too, because I think podcasts are really easy for people to listen to in the car when they're driving, here and there, or on a walk or workouts. So I do share those podcasts as well, and those are helpful. As well as the Living Activated site too. So I've done all of that with people, and it's been beneficial.
Absolutely. Yeah. I love that we have a simple system. We invite them to take a look. We use a tool, all the things that you just mentioned. I know that our Facebook wellness community is a great resource as well. And you're right, people are busy. So sending them a podcast or a recording sometimes the best way to just get another touch. And depending on what they're dealing with, we've got so many different tools and resources available for people to really dive in. So that's awesome. So obviously you're leaning into our system, this ITT system. Really, so what are you feeling like? Sorry, I'm just kind of like trying to think about the words I want to use here. So
Yes.
you've already kind of just demonstrated that you've leaned into the system rather than feeling like you have to know everything. Has that been really beneficial just getting started?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think for me, it was kind of, I didn't like learn everything before I decided I was going to start. I was just like, I'm ready. I'm just going to do this. And as I've been doing it, you've been a lifesaver because I've reached out to you multiple times asking questions. So it is nice to have people that you can connect with to ask those questions. And I know like the third party validation too is really important. And if I could just quick say a little story about that, because my mom, I had given her some Axio, and then my brother's daughter was in the hospital, and so when I went to visit them, I brought him some Axio, and his sister-in-law on the other side of his family was like, "Oh, I take the NRF2 of that product," and my mom started talking with her about it. And then I had to leave. And then the next weekend I saw my mom and she's like, "Hey, I need to get signed up with that, that product that lady was talking about." And so she was actually the third party validation, for me. It was like somebody else that had that story. But I know like using your upline as that third party validation is really important too. And I'm really looking forward to getting some of my clients, not my clients, my customers connected with you guys when they have questions and things like that too. So that's important as well.
I love that. Yeah, that T, the last T of our ITT system, using the team, third party validation is huge. I know it's really been helpful to get some of my maybe potential, I hate using the word prospects, but into a chat with 3 or 4 other consultants, whether that's upline or crossline or someone that they would connect well with, because it's such a validating piece of the puzzle. And people are much more often like your own mom to actually want to move forward with that. So that's so great. I'm so glad to hear that. And for like someone listening right now who is brand new or maybe just sitting back because they're overthinking it, what would you tell them based on everything you've experienced so far?
I would just say, like, you have nothing to lose, really. I mean, you can take this at your own pace and put in what you want. And I just think that, like, I wish I would have done it sooner, honestly, because it's really rewarding also when you have people telling you their success stories, people that you have gotten into the products or customers or what, maybe it's the business side of things, but it's rewarding for me knowing that I'm helping those people because it gets back to just wanting to, be helping other people. And so it's rewarding too. So there's no reason to wait, I guess.
I love that. Yeah, no, it's you learn as you earn. I know for myself, I'm just like one that wants to know everything. I think that's like the one obstacle that when I first started is like I wish now, and I tell and I share with like newer team members and consultants, just dive in. Like I'm like, you'll figure it out, and like you have your upline, you have people to support you along the way. So, oh my goodness, I just love everything that you shared today. So thank you so much for taking the time to just hop on and share your successes with us. We are so excited for you and just being a part of this community. And we just wish you nothing but the best as we move forward. So,
Yeah.
Laura,
Yeah,
I
thanks
hope
for
you
having
have,
me.
yes, as I said, and we're all here for you. So I appreciate that and keep doing your thing, girl.
Great. Thanks, Liz.
All right. I don't know about all of you, but that was a training in itself. In 10 minutes, I'm telling you, I heard so much valuable information. You heard staying plugged in, the follow-up, fortunes in the follow-up, follow the system. We have such amazing tools. ITT, you just heard Kim used ITT. She used Brandon as that last T. You heard Laura talk about it. You heard her talk about podcasts. Guys, our podcasts are amazing. And I didn't even think about that. We should be sharing those podcasts with people. So thank you, Laura. Living Activated. She uses Living Activated. But what I heard from Laura was her belief. She has started to build her belief. She asks us a lot of questions. She's always contacting Liz. So, Liz, thank you for your leadership. And it's truly rewarding to see people have the results that they have. And I know Liz is smiling from ear to ear because of these results. So, Liz, thank you for that great, great interview. I appreciate it. So, I want to dive into something that I think is so important because it goes with everything you've heard tonight. It's about your business. Whatever we can do as leaders to help you build your business, that's what's rewarding for us. So I want to ask you guys, and I want you to really think about this. I did a training for another group on this, and we got so much value from it because the question is going to come to you and it's going to come often. It happens to me just about every day. And it's going to be one of the most important conversations you will have in your business, and it's also one of the simplest. What are you going to say when somebody says, "What do you do?" Think about this. You may be a teacher, you may be a massage therapist like Laura. You can say that, but what are you going to say about your business? You must be confident, you must have energy, and you must have posture. I know when people ask me, "What do you do?" Before I got into LifeVantage 16 years ago, I was a religion teacher. And I believed in it and I had posture and I was so proud of it. Guys, LifeVantage, be proud of what you have. Many people start to get nervous when that question comes and they start trying to explain everything, like the company, the products. Guys, you are not trying to give a presentation, you are opening up a conversation. So they're going to have to feel your passion. I want you to think about it. What problem do you love helping people solve? So I am going to ask JLo because JLo is my accountability partner and she's got a skedaddle in a few minutes. So I want to ask her. Then I'm going to come back and give you some examples and I'm going to help you through this. But JLo, if I was to ask you, what do you do? What would you tell me if I was standing behind you in a grocery store?
I love this question because it's everything that we talk about with moving families forward. So for me, you asked me the question, my number one answer is, well, you know what? I just help people move forward, whether it's in coaching, leadership, their wellness, their health. I help people move forward all day long, organizations, people, agencies. That's what I do. So I don't know what interests you, but what would you like to know?
Okay, I love everything you said, and it's in my training tonight. She asked me a question. I love that. She is starting a conversation. JLo, it's brilliant. Thank you.
So
And you
so let
did
me give
that
you
with posture. And you can
one
repeat this every single time somebody asks you this, right?
one tip for anybody who struggles with it, go to ChatGPT.
Yeah.
How many of you are using it? Because it kind of gets to know you, right? So I put in, what am I, this is not what I just said, but this is what it says. My strongest version for you. I help people and organizations move forward. I didn't even know. I just literally did it while sometimes that's leadership, sometimes it's wellness, sometimes it's business. It really depends on what they need.
Mhm.
Okay. But I like to end with a question. So I'm like, thanks, chat, but this is what I'm going to say. See what I mean? It can give you a conversation starter. It can get you moving in the right direction. I use the term catalyst a lot because I feel like that's something that I do. So I could also say I'm a catalyst. I help people move forward in all aspects of their journey, whatever it looks like, whether it's their wellness, their health, relationships, even. I mean, leadership. What do you want to know? Angel, I'm a healthy aging advocate. Boom.
Angel.
Like Angel owns that, right? Whatever that is, that's what she feels confident saying, right?
I love
So
it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
you're
you.
welcome.
While I'm going over a few examples, I want you to put in the chat. If I asked you, Robin, if I asked you, Sabrina, if I asked you, Mike, if I asked you, what would you say? Write it. I'm serious. I want to see it in the chats. Then I'm going to tell you what I want you to do. Okay? So, JLo, thank you. I know you have to scoot, so I appreciate you helping. Here's my answer. When people ask me, what do you do? It happened to me at the gym. I move families forward by improving their health and creating freedom in their lives. And Miss Jill, who I work out with, said, how? Because that's what we want. We want them to come back and say, how? How do you do that? Guys, I am still not going to start saying, well, I sell Protandim. It lowers oxidation. I'm not going into this spill. I am trying to start a conversation. So I'm going to ask them a question. Here's my question. I'd love to share it with you. What made you curious? The health side, the income side, or both? I'm going to repeat this. I'd love to share it with you, Robin. What made you curious? The health side, the income side, or both? Because I want to know, are they interested in products? Are they interested in the business, or both? Miss Jill asked me that. And I answered this question to her, and she said, oh, well, Tori, I'm 72. I just want to know about the health part. I come to the gym, I work out with you, but of course I'm starting, and she's starting with dementia. She gave me her whole story. Okay, that's what I want. I want a conversation with her. We were busy. We were about to work out. I told her, I'm going to share this with you, but first I need your phone number. I got her phone number. When I got home, I sent her Living Activated. We have a conversation going. So I want to know what you're going to say. Mike, I help people increase. Wait, I got to put the glasses on. I help people increase their ability to live the life they want to live. I love that. I help move families forward naturally and physically. Robin, brilliant. I love it. Mental health advocate. Great, Amy. I'm an educator in the healthy aging space. I teach people about oxidative stress, something that affects every cell in the body. And I introduce them to technologies that help advocate the body's own productive system. Guys, take all of this and get some examples. And here's what I want you to do. I want you to write it out. I want you to put it on a piece of paper where you look at it every single day. Practice it. Talk to your dogs, tell your neighbors, tell everybody until it rolls off of your tongue. And here's the thing, don't start giving a presentation, okay? You're building a conversation and you're not pitching them, okay? So I love all of this. So I want you to take these examples. I help people take control of their health and their income. Y'all, these are brilliant. They're 10 to 15 seconds short. Like Angel said, it does depend on who I am talking to. Absolutely. I was talking to Miss Jill, who's 72 years old. I know she's not interested in the business, but I'm so used to asking that question, it rolls off my tongue. I do it with everyone. Okay? So I'm going to give you a challenge. I seriously take snapshots of these. Use Chat GTP, like Lo said. Find what fits best for you. Now, if you're a teacher, you're a massage therapist, you're a stay-at-home mom, make sure you say that first, then go into your business side of this. But I challenge you to work on this. Practice it over and over until it feels natural. It feels confident, and it comes without repetition. It just comes out of you. And people feel your passion. They want to know what you do. Robin, I love that smile. You're making me feel so good. Just that smile. I love it. But I want you to practice over and over and over. It is already 8 o'clock. Brandon, where did those 30 minutes go? I could sit here for another hour with you guys. I hope you got a lot of information from tonight. I loved your wins. I loved Liz's interview. So thank you so much for that. Grab some nuggets from that and work on what do you do to where you can answer it and it rolls off of your tongue. You never know. We might have a session where I put you on the spot and I ask you, what do you do? And you should be able to tell me with passion, with purpose, and love. Always share your business with love. All right. Brandon, thank you so much for letting me host tonight. It is such a privilege and honor. I love you people. Y'all have a great night. I love the energy. And go practice. Good night, y'all.